Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 13th of October 2021. Now, I want to talk about passports and mandates and all of that concerning a particular type of thing. In many places, things are just going from bad to worse on that. We've got several countries where the passports are in full swing and have been for a few months now. Cyprus, Lithuania, France, they're all basket cases, aren't they, as far as that's concerned. Many places in the USA, they're telling people that they have to have the thing if they want to stay in their jobs. And over here in the UK, we had Scotland who voted them in a few weeks ago, and just last week we had that absolute debacle in Wales, which was an absolute disgrace, wasn't it? And if you don't know, what happened in Wales last week is the Welsh Assembly voted on the passports. It got through, shamefully, on a very narrow margin of just one vote, and it only did that because a Conservative Assembly member couldn't get on, because it was all done through Zoom, which these things shouldn't be done anyway, because all this postal voting and Zoom voting is so open to fraud, it's untrue. But it was done through Zoom, and this particular Assembly member couldn't get on. I'll leave you to kind of come to your own conclusions as to why he couldn't. And then the woman running the vote, I don't know if she was who she was, kind of the equivalent of the Speaker of the House of Commons, I guess. But someone obviously said to her, look, this bloke can't get on, we need to give them a few more minutes. And instead of doing the decent thing of either allowing that or postponing the vote, she just said, no, it's time to the vote, the time to vote has come, the vote is going ahead now, we're going to do it. And she just seemed determined to kind of get the thing through. So how much did Klaus pay you, love? So that vote went through, and shamefully Wales has now got this thing coming in. So unfortunately, things in this country or in the UK, are sort of going from bad to worse. And I'd say to anyone in Wales, how legitimate is that vote anyway? And if that chap who wanted to vote couldn't get on and they just railroaded it through anyway, how legitimate is that vote? And by extension, how legitimate is that order that the Welsh government are going to sort of put into effect? I'd say it was highly illegitimate personally, but there you go. So England, who knows what's going to happen here. Many people think that the passports are going to come in December. I'm not sure, I haven't really seen where that's come from personally. Don't know why it's December, but a lot of people seem to think that it could well be on the cards for then. I suppose time will tell. And just another thing, France, who have had their pass sanitaire for a good while now, since early July, they are going to, apparently, again, I haven't verified this, I don't know how true this is or if it's just scaremongering, but apparently the French Senate have got a motion in place they're going to vote on to actually make the compulsory for everyone. So it's not just a case that you've got to have your passport, it's going to be compulsory. And if you don't do it, you're going to be, well, initially looking at fines. I think it's about a couple €100 fine for the first offence, and then going up from there. So Hopefully that's not true and that's just fake news, but if it is real and that vote happens and it goes through, well, that is going to be a very disturbing sort of development indeed. So we'll have to keep a close eye on that. But going to end this on a happier note, because not everywhere is infected by this utter madness. And I got this from Carl Vernon's latest video, or pretty much his latest video. The governor of Texas has now banned any form of mandate. And I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago, he banned any type of passport in Texas. Well, this sort of extends out to any kind of mandate. So you know how Biden and many of the American states want to sort of get these mandates into hospitals and all sorts of other things, so that I think even companies with more than 100 employees, they want to bring in sort of mandates to make you have that, otherwise you're out of a job. Well, the Texan governor has banned that, and it's now going to be illegal in Texas to have any form of passport or mandate. So, don't know about you, but Texas is looking like a highly desirable place to move to. And who knows, if this sort of rubbish carries on, and the horrible things come into England, and that horrible thing that I've just mentioned about France occurs, who knows, we might have to consider our options and move to these places where sanity actually prevails. But let's hope that sanity, in the form of what they're doing in Texas, proves to be contagious and spreads to more and more parts of the world. And let's hope one of those parts of the world is England. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.